Good afternoon, everybody. It's Shana here from Girlfriend's Guide to Network Marketing. Happy Monday. Really excited to be here with you guys today because I just got back from Bob Heilig's Breakthrough Academy, and I want to share one of my key takeaways that I learned from that weekend. I learned so much from that weekend. It was a lot on personal branding and how to be able to market yourself online. And actually, that's one of the first questions I have for you guys as you join me here on this live video today. Is I really want to put together some coaching, some training just specifically around personal branding. And what I want to know from my girlfriends out there is how many of you are looking for coaching training on how to build a personal brand. And if you are, I'd love to hear from you in the comments so I can get a sense for how many people are looking for direction and guidance in building a personal brand. So we're going to be working on some stuff at Girlfriend's Guide, but I want to hear from you if that's something that you would find valuable for yourself and for your business on how to build a personal brand and use that through your social media outlets to attract more people to you. So if that is you and you want more on that, just comment yes in the comments and I will see how many of you are interested, and then we'll go ahead and get busy over here at Girlfriend's Guide. So welcome everybody. So today I wanted to share with you one of the key takeaways that I personally took from being at the Breakthrough Academy, because one of the pieces of sharing your personal brand and getting your personal brand out there is sharing your story. And I know a lot of us have a story, and some of us have pieces of our story that we don't necessarily want to share. Maybe not everything was all sunshine and roses on our journey or in our journeys through network marketing or in our lives in general. And so one of the key takeaways that I learned from listening to all of the speakers that were there, Bob Heilig, Ray Higdon, Simon Chan, so on and so forth, was that our problems are actually our gifts. And that the problems that we have actually make us better leaders and better people in general, because we learn from these things that happen in our lives. And if we can choose to own those things, recognize the problem, try and do what we can to maneuver through the problem, we're going to actually learn something, and we're going to be able to share what we learned with other people. And I know myself, one of the things that I've struggled with in my business, one of the problems that I face is I never really, when I started making money in this business, which happened fairly quickly for me, and I'm being totally vulnerable and open here, you guys, with my story, is I didn't treat the money that I was making with the respect it deserved. And I also wasn't planning the way that I should have for the income that I was making. When you make 6 figures a year in your network marketing business, is my one key piece of advice, you don't get to keep all of that. The government wants some of it too. So I learned that lesson the hard way in my business, and I've had to play catch up over the past few years to get all of that stuff organized. And that's been hard on me. It's been hard a lesson to learn. And so if I can use that lesson that I've learned personally in my business to help 1, 2, maybe 5 of you out there to really respect the network marketing income that you make, because you guys, we can make big money in this business, but you have to respect it. You have to treat it like a business income. You have to make sure all the things are budgeted for and planned for, and you don't spend it all. Because it can be tempting, let me tell you. And that's one of the things that I've had to challenge. I've had a challenge with, and man, have I learned some lessons through that, big lessons. And I have a totally different outlook on that type of income that I can earn, and what I'm going to do with it, and how I'm going to respect that when it comes in. And I actually put a whole chunk of that in my Going All In course. It was all about being intentional with your business and respecting the income that you can make in this business. So that is absolutely one of the challenges that I face, and realizing this weekend being at the Breakthrough Academy that all the experiences that I've gone through over these past few years playing catch up is part of my story, and it's part of what makes me who I am, and it's part of what I'm learning and growing through, and I'm going to be able to turn around and help and serve other people with that. So what does that mean for you? Whatever struggles you're facing in your business right now, be determined to get through them so that you can learn the lessons, so that you can share that as part of your story, so that you can help somebody else, that you can educate somebody else on how to do it better because of what you've learned. And, like Bob said, he goes, don't stop in the middle of hell. If you are facing a horrible situation, whether it be in your business or in your life, don't stop there. Keep moving forward. You will find it's going to get better. You will get to the other side, but you have to have one very important thing, and that is grit. And grit is what helps us get through the times when they're tough. Now, Bob did go through a little bit about what he thinks that, what makes up grit, but I have my own analogy for grit, and I wanted to share that with you before I close out this video today. So, and I do believe that you need to have grit. You need to have that ability to keep going in network marketing, even when it's not easy, even when people are saying no, even when people are quitting, even when it looks like you don't have a business, even if nobody's joined you yet. You have to keep going in this business before you're going to find success. And here's what I think grit means to when you have grit. Here's my determining factors for grit. First of all, G stands for guts. First of all, you have to have the guts to get up and keep moving, even when things are crappy. Okay, even when things look like they're not going to get better, you have to have the guts to keep putting one foot in front of the other. R stands for resiliency. When stuff goes bad, you got to get back up and you got to keep going, but you got to bounce back quick. The longer you sit and suffer in what's going on, the harder it's going to be to get out. So get out of your head and start taking action, and that's what's going to help you find success on the other side. I, for me, stands for inspire. Who are you going to be inspiring by getting through this situation? I can already think of people that I can inspire by looking back at the troubles that I've had in my business and going, oh my gosh, I'm going to be able to help so many people not have to face this same situation because I've been through it. And I can share that message with them and inspire them to be better when it comes to, dealing with your income and making sure you respect your money and making sure that you take good care of, all the things that have to be taken care of. And T in grit for me stands for being thankful, having gratitude for what it is that you do have, even when you're going through times of struggle. And that is huge. Bob says you can't feel fear and feel gratitude at the same time. So choose gratitude every single time. What do you have today that you can be thankful for in your business, in your life? Are you breathing today? There's one thing. Start with that and work your way down. We always have things we can be thankful for. So just looking at the positives, just have that grit to keep going even when times are tough, and knowing that these lessons that you're learning, that we're all learning, are going to build us into better leaders, and we're going to be able to inspire more. We're going to be able to give and share the value of what we're learning through these situations with hundreds, thousands, millions of other people, and be able to make everybody's lives better. So that was my big key takeaway. I was not expecting that to be my takeaway when I was there. I was expecting to learn lots about personal branding, and I definitely did. But for me, that was one of the aha moments, and I thought for me to be able to share that story with you guys, my Girlfriend's Guide groupies, I love you, my tribe, that to be able to be open and vulnerable about that is step one in really sharing my personal brand and what my vision and what I want for this following is just to know that we're all human, we all have things, we all have struggles, but we band together and we keep going. And that was the message. So I am, really excited to take what I've learned this weekend. I want to create lots of great content for you guys. I'm going to be working on a webinar on personal branding. If that's something that you would like to know more about, type yes. Make sure you get on my email list. That you can do through above, my header image above, because I will be emailing out about this. Once we get it all put together, we're going to be adding it to the Going All In course. So if you're already in the Going All In course, awesome. Don't worry. You're going to get this new personal branding module for free as part of your subscription. If you're not in that course yet, check it out. The link is above or below or wherever it is on this page. And we're looking to do some really great things with Girlfriend's Guide for you guys over the next few months. So thank you guys so much for joining me here today. I love you all. I appreciate you being here, and I look forward to sharing with you guys some more aha moments and takeaways this week. If you found value in this message, if you know somebody who needs to hear this message, please tag them in the comments. This is a very important message. If you know somebody who's killing it in their business and they're making great money, make sure they know to respect that income. Get the things paid for that they need to pay for, and just really just respect that. And if you know somebody who needs to hear this message, please tag them in the comments. So thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you all. I hope you have a fantastic week. We'll talk to you soon, everybody. Bye for now.